Oh, hi Kenneth, it's me again. This is sort of a Kenneth Letha, yeah, because I lisp now. Part of living with a vegetarian, a person starts to lisp up, a plant-based vegetarian, excuse me. Wait, speaking of plant-based vegetarians, right here, ladies and gentlemen, Terry the husband, and this is Magish. This is Magish, which means magic in Yiddish. Magish, say hi to Kenneth. Hi, Kenneth. How are you? I'm Magish. I'm a stubby kitty. Hi. Magish is cat number 9. So Terry and I have officially entered the... Oh, he wants him back. We've officially entered the realm of crazy cat people. 9. We have 9 cats. 9 cats, 9 lives. It's a cat food commercial. Anyway, remember Bo, remember Crazy Joy and her boyfriend Bo? Well, apparently, Joelle just gave this to me today. I had a meeting with her. He has written a script with me in mind, and I was just sitting here about to look at it, and you can look at it with me. It's a bunch of different scenarios. This is Bless Your Heart Hair Salon. This is written for me. Dot, the founder, in her late 60s, early 70s. Come on. Come on. Wearing conservative dress and blouse combo with her hair sprayed to the extent that she can't be around an open flame. I don't think this is written for me. I really don't. Amber, her niece, in classic modern stripper gear with a nose piercing, late 20s. Now that was obviously, that's the one. Amber. That's the one that I think was written for me. Amber. I think if you name your child Amber or Tiffany or Crystal, you're consigning them to stripperhood. I think there are certain names that if they have a certain weight to them. Brittany, any Stormy. Wait, no one names their kids Stormy. No one names their kids Stormy. But any kid that's named after a faceted stone, sometimes a flower, a month, often, like June. I think June you have to be a stripper as well. Which is why Jenna was named Jenna. This is a martini. So what I was going to say before is this is our birthday month. Our mothers were intelligent enough to have us in the month of February, which is good because there's so little to celebrate in February. The world can celebrate our births. So births. I'm obviously having a speech impediment, and my teeth are real. They're not good, but they're real. So before I even go any further, Kenneth, my darling, this is to you and to me, who will be 30, but I've had such a rough life. I look like I'm in my 60s. I might have mentioned this to you before, maybe the last time I sent you a video. Very dry martini. Actually, it's vodka that I shook in ice and put it in a martini glass so I don't look like a complete lush. Otherwise, I'd be drinking out of the bottle. It has no vermouth in it whatsoever, but I don't think a martini really needs vermouth. It does, however, have olives, and I thought we had no olives because Jenna had been here, and Jenna takes the jars of olives up to the room and eats them, and then I find the bottles under the bed, and there were actually some olives that she didn't find. It could be because they're stuffed with garlic. And, I'm good. I'm not going out tonight. I'm not breathing on anyone except Terry. And you know what? He has no sense of smell, as you know. So this is a good thing about having a husband who has no sense of smell. He can't smell the fact that I smell like garlic breath. It's a good stage name, don't you think? Garlic breath. So I thought I'd share with you when you was thrifting finds. Lots of purses this week from India, where you have been with Natalie. Hi, Natalie. A cat purse. Kat Boban, when we bring our stuff in, she goes through all of our stuff and she grabs stuff for herself and buys it, which is fabulous. A cat purse from India. A fake Chanel bag, but it is leather. Fake Chanel bag, that is leather. A Juicy Couture gold bag, which I think is going to do very well with the sorority girls because not only are they label whores, but, did I say whore? Not only are they label whores, That's what my mother would say, hoor. Take a hoor's bath. But they like gold. They're into gold. And so a gold juicy couture, sort of S&M kind of purse. A Betsy Johnson heart-shaped purse in time for Valentine's Day, which is this week, and we also have lingerie there. What are you pointing to? The kittens? What? What are you pointing to?
Yessie.
Yessie? I don't know why he's pointing to Yessie, but you remember Yessie. Yessie. Why are you pointing to Yessie?
He just was in the camera.
He was in camera shot. That's okay. Yessie's allowed to be. So Betsy Johnson, and then this I think Kat will buy from us also. A Hello Kitty purse, which I'm going to find it's going to be very difficult for me to part with the Hello Kitty purse. But I have to sell it because we doubled our space. We now have 2 spaces instead of 1 space, so it's bigger, but it's also double the rent. These fabulous shoes, which I really am having a hard time, brand new, blue suede like Vans. Remember when I showed you Leon's blue suede shoes? These are the adult version of them. And probably not as well made as his. And last and very much least, but because this is Athens, Georgia, and you and I both know that people have taste in their mouths here, I found this jacket. It's worth like $200. Look at this. It's really quite extraordinary. It's hideous, but somebody's going to love it. Some sorority girl will wear it with her panties and knee-high stockings to some sorority function, because they're always having sorority functions. Recently, they had an 80s party, and when Bettina and I tried to steer them towards the 80s dresses, they just wanted to look sexy. So they didn't get 80s dresses, they got slutty, see-through push-up dresses that they wore outside with high heels in the freezing cold and no coat, because God forbid they should cover up their clothing. Am I showing too much cleavage? Is that what you're saying?
No, the girls.
The girls. What about them?
Nipples.
My nipples? Their nipples.
No, your nipples are fine.
Oh, okay. He insists on talking to me. He does this when I'm on the phone, too. He doesn't talk to me all day. All day. He sits quietly and ruminates like a cow. He chews his cud like a cow. Well, he can't chew his cud anymore, but I guess he can chew his own cud. That's okay for a plant-based vegan to chew his own cud, I guess. Even though he's not really plant-based. Are you not plant-based? No, he's meat-based. Anyway, he doesn't talk to me all day, and then the second I get on the phone, he starts chatting with me. And now that I'm chatting with you, he's so jealous that he's interrupting me every 5 seconds. This is a process, Terry. This is not just something you can interrupt. From Jenna recently, Exploding Kittens, which is the latest version of Cards Against Humanity. Apparently it's really vile, which I'm going to enjoy. Exploding Kittens. I think that would be the good name of a band. I am going to start a band, I've decided, and I'm going to call it Wives with Knives. And I'm going to ask a couple of people to be in it, and we'll sing angry, female-centric songs. I don't want to make it too gender-heavy, but it's going to be female-centric. I might let a guy or so in, but then we have to kill him at the end of the set with a knife, which will be really great performance art. I don't know if I have anything else to tell you. I did see Barbette at Bonnie's party. Bonnie bought a new house. Oh, she bought a very nice house on the east side. It's very big. It's very nice. She had a very nice house. She had a party last night. Barbette was there, and I did ask Barbette a question, so I think I'm evolving and maturing as a human being. She looked terrible, by the way. She really did. She looked haggard, and she was pasty white, which gives me so much joy, Kenneth. I know I am a petty, shallow person, but it gives me so much joy to see her pallid. She was pallid and worn out looking, drained. Makes me feel so good. So I saw her at Bonnie's party last night, along with some other lovely people. That's really it. There's not been a lot going on here that I can think of. Jenna and Jake and the baby are going to come. The baby, the most brilliant. What?
Jenna's book.
Jenna's book. Jenna is writing a novel, and her mentor, Jared Sexton, who is very famous for being a writer, but also for being asked to report on the various different campaigns, and he reported on Trump's campaign, and then he's been getting death threats ever since, and which makes you famous. And so she's writing a novel that he says is really, really great, and he's going to help her find an agent for it. She's also writing a blog. She's gone very political. She's written 2 feminist blogs, and the latest one that she's written, and if people hit on them and share them, she gets paid, I guess, for how many hits there are. I mean, this is stuff that I don't really understand, but I understand that people hit like on it and share it, that the more she gets, the more rupees, because I'm referring back to the cat bag from India, the more rupees that she garners. So she did 2 feminist blogs, and her recent blog was No, I Don't Agree to Disagree, which is really, I love, because I also do not agree to disagree. I agree to say, fuck you, you're a racist, misogynist, Jew-hating pig, but which just doesn't sound as nice when I say it. So much she says it in a much more skillful manner, because she's a much better writer. I'm not itching my nose because I've been starting cocaine, by the way. I am going to have one more sip of this martini. Damn, that's good. Damn. And say, I love you, I miss you, happy birthday, my darling friend.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.